Yeah, I feel like things are ready. It hasn't been in a while. I just kind of want to figure something out together.
Hi guys, my name is Holly, and today I'm gonna be organizing my yarn because I have a lot of yarn and I leave for college in 5 days. So I need to organize it so that it's in like nice little cakes so that when I take it, it's gonna be easy to like stack, transport, and also just like organize in my apartment because my apartment's obviously not as big as my house back home. So I have this handy dandy yarn winding contraption that my mom just had laying around. She didn't tell me about it. So I'm gonna take all of my yarn. I'm pretty sure it winds up like any kind of yarn. So I'm gonna take all my yarn and wind it into nice little cakes, and I'm gonna put rubber bands around them so that they all stay nice and neat. All right, let's go. All right, so just to show you guys, this is what we're working with. So when the yarn is like all wound up, it'll be in this like nice little cake. I need to rewind these though because the ends are all everywhere. But so I have that tub, those, all of these, all of these. This is like the biggest bag, has a lot of stuff in there. Also this massive thing of black yarn that I got. And then all of these. So yeah, so I'm gonna attach the yarn winder to this table because it has to be on a table. And then I'm gonna watch Riverdale, because I started watching Riverdale again because I want to keep watching it like until I get to the point of like the crazy stuff happening. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, bye-bye. Okay, so to set this up, what you do is I literally just put it on like that, and then I'm gonna have to screw this all the way until it's clamped like nice and tight so it doesn't move, because I'm gonna be like winding it like this, so I don't want it to move at all. Secure. And then I'm going to take some of my yarn, thread it through this piece, so this piece goes around, or no, it's through this piece first to keep it kind of like out of the way, and then this goes around with this and it winds it into a nice little thing. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so the first one I'm gonna do is this one that's already in a cake, but I've used it a little bit and it's just kind of loose, and I want to make sure I put a rubber band around the outside this time because these are nice because you can like pull from the middle, so I like to do that. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna put my yarn down here, I'm gonna thread it through this one and then through here, and then there's like a little divot up here that I'm gonna just place it in. And it said for the first ones, kind of go slow just to make sure it's like gonna work okay. Just wrapping. Ah, I've done something wrong. Wait, okay. Yes, I did it, okay. So then you just continue to wind just like this. Look how satisfying that is. Oh my God, okay. I love this. I love this so much. It gets kind of annoying when you're winding yarn that's like just this, like where you have to pull it from the outside, because you kind of have to like keep unwinding it before you wind it. So once I have it done, I am going to find this piece that I started with and make sure I pull it out, because now you just pull it off and you have a nice little cake. Look how cute it is. Okay, now I'm gonna go get some rubber bands to put around, because this is the mistake I made last time. I put a bunch into cakes and then they just got super tangled again. So I will go get rubber bands. Okay, so while I was filming this video, I literally just set my phone up and I ended up doing like a bunch of time lapses because I thought that would look more satisfying. Then I thought I could have a little chit chat over top. So while I was filming this video, I got through half a season of Riverdale. It's actually kind of good. And like, I remember when I first watched it, I liked season 1. Season 2 was okay, and then season 3 was just weird, so I didn't want to keep going. But right now, I have nothing to watch, so my goal is to get fully caught up to the current season. And there's currently 6 seasons, so we will see how that goes. Alright, so back to the yarn. I realized that it's actually better to keep a little bit of tension while I wind the yarn,
because it's possible to wind it too loosely, so then there's not really a point in actually winding it. So if I hold a bit of tension, I can actually fit an entire, okay, this is another thing. I would say a skein of yarn in one cake. But apparently, my mom informed me that I say that word wrong, and many other people have also told me this now, that I am wrong. I say the word wrong. I always say skein because I like rhyme it with how I would say Shein, like the fast fashion brand. But apparently it's skein. That's what people say. They say skein. A skein of yarn. And I didn't know that. I'm always gonna just say skein, so that's okay. One thing that I didn't explain very well earlier in the video was the reason why I put the rubber bands on all the cakes. So the first reason is to keep all the ends tucked in so they don't get tangled. But the second reason is actually because I like to pull from the center. So when I do that without a rubber band, the cake kind of like collapses and turns into a big knot before I'm done with it. But then by adding the rubber band, now when I pull from the center, as long as I keep the rubber band like tight on it, it keeps everything together and it prevents the cake from collapsing. So it can like all stay nice and together until I'm done with the project. Oh, also I added a little break in the middle of the video with my cat Swiper, who, he's an odd cat. He really likes yarn and eating yarn specifically. He doesn't just like play with it, he eats it, and eating rubber bands. So I thought I would add a little segment in the middle of the video. So here you go. Here is Swiper.
I don't think that's an actual word.
It's a compliment. Huh. I couldn't be sitting in the same room with those two, not after all their monkey business.
I filmed this video so long ago, and I've been so preoccupied with like starting college that I just never edited it or filmed the voiceover, or recorded the voiceover, I mean. So now I'm finally doing that. I've been at college, or university, as they say in Canada. I always forget that. I've been at university for like a month now. So yeah, got a little lazy on the YouTube part, but also, if you notice that I sound a bit congested, that is because I am. In the month that I've been here, I had one healthy week, and then I got a cold, which I thought was strep because I had a really bad sore throat, but then I went to a clinic and they were like, yeah, you just have a cold, you'll be fine. And then I felt fine. So I had the cold for like a week and a half. I felt fine for like maybe 3 days, and then I got pink eye. I woke up one day with pink eye, and like I knew it was pink eye because I used to get pink eye a lot when I was a kid, and like I knew my eye was all crusty and it was red. Went to a clinic, they were like, yep, pink eye. And then I started getting sick again, and I was like, this is so weird. Maybe the first cold like never cleared up. And then my roommate tested positive for COVID, so I was like, oh shoot, now I need to test, and I tested positive for COVID too. So I got COVID. I think my next video is going to be a check-in of all like my works in progress and the things that I made in the last month, because I haven't done one of those videos yet, but I really like watching them.
This is everything I have done, which I'm very proud of. That is a lot of yarn, but now it at least fits in that one tote box. I'm also not going to bring all of that because like the big rolls, I have like duplicates of the same color and I don't need to bring all of those, but it's still nice to have it all organized.
Okay, so I thought I would show you guys what it looks like in my actual apartment now. So this is my apartment. Welcome. This is my room. And this is the little storage bin that we ended up getting. I was originally going to use it as a side table, but it's also like a nice little seat, and I kind of just like it here. Here we go. There's all the yarn. It's messy again, and I've got random projects on top, but for the most part, under this like first layer, it's all nice and organized, and I'm really happy that I did this because it made me take into account what yarn I have, and it's just helped me to like organize it, and I feel really good about it. And And yeah, so that's all for today. If you like this video, please like the video and don't forget to subscribe. Yeah. All right. Bye, guys.